Chapter 1. The Zero Conditional. When to use the zero conditional. The zero conditional is often used to make statements about the real world, about real and possible situations, refer to general truths that are true now or always, scientific facts, and to give instructions using the imperative main clause. The structure of the zero conditional. You will notice that the if clause and the main clause use the present simple. That's because we use the present simple when we're talking about things that are true or that they are facts. You will notice also that we use a comma after the if clause. But if you start your sentence with a main clause, then you do not have to use a comma. So, if you start with an if clause, is if plus present simple, comma, present simple. If you start with the main clause, it's present simple, if plus present simple. And here are some examples on how to use the zero conditional. If you start with the if clause, you can say, if this happens, comma, that thing happens. If you hit ice, it melts. If it rains, the grass gets wet. If you start with the main clause, you have to remember that that thing happens if this happens. Ice melts if you hit it. The grass gets wet if it rains. Typical errors when using the zero conditional. The most common mistake when using the zero conditional is to use will in the main clause. The main clause and the if clause when using the zero conditional must be in the present simple tense. Also, when you start the sentence with the main clause, you must never put a comma. For example, if it rains, tennis lessons will be held in the gym. This is a mistake. The correct way to say this is, if it rains, tennis lessons are held in the gym. If John is out of the office, I will take his calls. If John is out of the office, I take his calls.